Welcome. This is my home. These are some of the paintings that I did before I slowly started focusing on my sculpture. And I'm going to take you downstairs to my Sanctorum. This is where the creation starts. This is also my studio where I teach from. Welcome. When I was in Rome with David Simon just now for a workshop, we did this sculpture of a model which is now in plasticine, and then it will be molded and finally it will be cast in bronze. And here are some more waxes, also from figure studies that we did from live models. This is Mephistopheles, the devil's advocate, sitting down here telling his sweet little lies to us. And here I'm working on the aviator. She's still in plasticine as well, and we'll see where this sculpture takes us. And here are my scales for my exhibition, Finding the Balance. And yes, this is where I live my life. I've always been fascinated with sculpture. I painted for a long time, but I found that my interest and obsession with form was just got frustrated with the 2D platform that I was working on, and I just decided I wanted to specialize in sculpture for the rest of my career. And I have two passions. The one is sculpture and the other one is storytelling. So you'll find a lot of narrative in my sculptures, stories that I tell. And usually there's a lightness. I try to capture a lightness in the story, in the sculpture, maybe tongue-in-cheek. So not too serious at all, not too heavy. Definitely non-confrontational. I try to focus on the human form, mostly in situations where there's no audience. There's a self-awareness, but there's a sense of privacy, a sense of serenity. Sensuality is important. Being sensually in contact with your own presence and transferring that. The beauty lies in the shapes and the forms, and then of course the gesture of the body. The body speaks for itself in movement and even in stillness. My works are figurative, so there's a naturalism in it, slightly expressive. I like that there's some form of expressionism in it and distortions that come into it, maybe to convey a feeling or a message that I want to translate. And I start by molding, so I start with clay, whether it's plasticine or water-based clay, and from there I go to mold making, and usually the end result is in bronze. I love the solidity of it, I love the weight of it, and I love the fact that it's such an earthy process, and every time it comes out I think that it's actually a little miracle.